Hey guys and girls, and welcome to another episode of Kook Shed, my own little YouTube channel where I talk about things related to surfing, bodyboarding, ideas, thoughts and reviews, and anything that I think might be helpful to you and help you have more fun out there in the water. And today we're going to just do a little quick one on a pop-up practice mat. Now, popping up on a surfboard might not come as easily to some as it does to others, and so some people like to practice their pop-ups, the action of getting from paddling for a wave to getting to your feet and going along the wave and surfing the wave. So you can get like pop-up mats, or you can practice on the sand before you go out, or you can just practice on the ground at home. But you can get these, you can get mats, and I just want to share a little idea that I thought might come in handy for some of you if you want to practice popping up at home. Try one of these yoga mats. So all I've done is I found this yoga mat. It was a used yoga mat. I think it was at like the tip shop. So like a lot of tips, waste centers will have like a buyback center where you can buy things that they've saved from landfill. So you find things like that there all the time, which is good because it keeps them out of landfill, keeps them out of putting them in a hole in the ground, and lets other people use them. So this one here, all I've done is I washed it. I got some detergent and a brush, and I just washed it with a bucket of soapy water. Left it to dry. I put a chalk outline of a fish surfboard. It's not the best, but it's just to give myself an idea that I'm on a surfboard, and to give you guys an idea of what you can do. So I've got the expert awesome swallowtail there, square tips for some reason. You could even get like one of your boards and like trace an outline of the surfboard on the mat if you wanted to. It's just basically it's more a mental thing really. It doesn't matter if there's no surfboard shape. I just thought it was cooler, and it helps me differentiate my mat from my partner's. So that's another thing I want to say. If you have a girlfriend or boyfriend or partner, whatever, wife, husband, who does yoga, you'll find they're pretty particular about their yoga mats. They're pretty protective of their yoga mats. So I wasn't allowed to cut up one, that's why I had to go get one from the buyback centre. But make sure you don't hack up one of theirs, because they can be quite expensive, those yoga mats. So you can also get them from like charity shops like St. Vincent de Paul and Salvation Army, and those sort of shops. They might have some rolled up yoga mats somewhere in the corner. I'm not so sure now after COVID whether they're as easily accessible. You know, maybe they needed to be decontaminated or something like that. But yeah, generally you should be able to find them, pick them up cheap, and it gets you recycling plastic, rubbers, and keeps it out of landfill, and it gives it a whole nother lease on life. Another thing you can use, similar thing, just long piece of thick rubber, but flexible, is those camping mats. Sometimes you can get those camping rolls. They're designed to roll up really tight and put with your backpack when you go camping. The only thing that I've found with those is they might retain their shape too much, and it might be a little bit more difficult to just unroll it and put it on the ground and practice your pop-up. Whereas I found these, you can unroll them and bang, they're ready to go. So you might not need to practice your pop-up for your surfboard, but I still think it's a good idea because it improves your muscle memory. Your body remembers those actions, and it'll come to you a lot more easily when you're actually in the water, and you don't want to be thinking about, oh, you know, I need to do this to get up on the board. So it's worth thinking about, even if you already think that you can get up okay. It just might help you get the edge on some of the more critical waves. But for beginners or intermediates or even people that are getting a little bit older, sometimes their pop-ups will get a little bit slower as they age because they're a little bit less flexible. So these mats are a good idea for that too. Just helps that the brain keep that pop-up action at the forefront, and yeah, just helps you make the most of the wave. You get up earlier, you're up and riding quicker, so that you can make the most of the waves that you're on. So that's pretty much it. If you have an idea similar to this, I'd love to hear about it, and put it in the comments so other people can check it out as well, and you know, that it might help them. But yeah, if you found this helpful, the old yoga mat pop-up aid, just hit like. If you want to see more stuff like this, helpful tips, hints, and maybe some reviews as well, just hit subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you next time here at Kook Shed. Thanks for dropping in. Catch ya.